Today we are discussing about the operators, literals and keywords and identifiers. If you see the screen, we are getting the definition of operator. Operator are the special symbol which perform any operation on one or more operands. If you see the example, C is equal to A plus D. Here is equal to and plus are the operators and CAD. These variables are called the operands. There are many type of operators in Java which are given below. Arithmetic operator, relational operator, bitwise operator, logical operator, assessment operator, ternary operator. You see arithmetic operator. Java arithmetic operator are used to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. They act as a basic mathematical operations. If you need to perform to add any two values a plus b or anything, so it will be using for to adding a two values or subtracting it two values or a multiplication of two values, a division of two values or a modules. So see the relational operators. The Java relational operators compare between the operands and determine the relationship between them. So operator meaning. So if you see these symbols of here is equal to, is not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So these are the, if you comparing the two values is equal to, so these two values are is equal to, or if it is not equal to, we are using the second symbol. If a value is greater than b or b value is greater than e, we are using the greater than. Less than, if it is a less than value, we will using the less than. Greater than or equal to, if it will be equal or else greater than or less than or equal to. These relationship operators will compare the values of the A and B or else any part A and part B values. If you see the bitwise operators, the Java bitwise operators allowed access and modification of a particular bit inside a section of the data. It can be applied to the integer types and bytes and cannot be applied to a float and double. If you see the symbols here, binary and operator, binary or operator, binary XOR operator, binary complement operator, binary left shift operator, binary right shift operator, shi- um, shift right zero operator. So if you are comparing the values, it comes under. So if the two values between you are doing any bitwise and operator like this, you can use these symbols. If you are using the logical operations, comes under logical operators. The Java logical operators work on the Boolean operands. It's also called a Boolean logical operators. So it can operates on Boolean values which returns Boolean values as a result. Logical and logical or logical not. So if you can see here these symbols also. See here, assignment operator. The Java assignment operators are used when you want to assign a value to the expression. The assignment operator denoted by the single equal to. If you see the sign here, in Java, assignment statement, any expressions can be on the right side and the left side must be variable name. So for example, this does not mean that A is equal to B. Instead, it means assigning the value of b to a. It is also it is as follows. Assignment. If you see here the symbols is equal to, plus is equal to, minus is equal to, multiplication is equal to, like this, shift towards shift, left arrows and right arrows and all. You see the territory operators. Java territory operators is used as on-line replacement for if then if else statements and used a lot in Java programming. It is only conditional operators which takes three operands. If you see here symbols, question mark and dots. Here we had given a complete operators details. If what and all comes under the unary arithmetic shift relational bitwise logical territory assignment, complete symbols we had here. You can go through it. So now we are moving into the literal. What is meant by literal in the sense the value assigned to a variable is known as a literal. If a variable, as we discussed yesterday, int a is equal to 10. So for a variable assigning the value of 10. So value is assigning to variable is known as literal. So if you see here, string is a one data type. String s is equal to high, so is here string of s variable assigning the high value. If you see here, int December is equal to 56. Here December DEC assigning the value of 50. If you see here numerical literal, so it is null, boolean, true or false, it is showing. So here character s or any character we can take, it is assigning the value of a character. So double, it is assigning the value of a double value. So like this, if any value is assigning, so if you had any doubt in the sense, we will see here int a is equal to 10 as we discussed yesterday. So this 10 value is assigning to the a. This is called a literal. So this is called a literal. So this and all having a this and all, now we had seen the integer type. It is a string, float, character, boolean, null and integer. So these and all having the data types. Every data type can be assigning the value to a variable. So variables comes under the different one, but values are taking the value will be as per the data type. If you see here, so keywords, now we are moving to the keywords. Keywords are predefinedly words having specific meaning. So in Java we had a predefined words that cannot be used as a normal names, that every word having it some specifications and default some data will be there. So here if you see 48 reserved words will be there, two not reserved words only will be there, but two we are not using, 48 reserved words we are using. So three pointers will be there, null, true or false. These and all we can't use in a normal name, class name or any method name or anywhere we are assigning any value, we can't give this one. What and all is see here? So here abstract, byte, class, do, exist, extends, for, important, long, private, short, switch, throw, violate, assert, case, constant, double, final, go to, instance of, native, protected, static, this, transist, white, boolean, catch, continue, else, finally, implements, interface, package, public, strict, FP, synchronized, void, break, char, default, enum, float, if, int, new, return, super, throw, try. So in this 50, if I said two keywords we are not using, so the go to and const, these two we are not using as a reserved words. Remaining 48 we are using as a reserved words. 50 is a reserved words only, but 48 we are using and 2 is we are not using. So if you see the slide, identifiers. Identifiers is any name. It can be variable name, method name, or class name or interface name. First, identifiers is in the sense it is a name. Um, if you see, if I had said about the uh, any identifier in the sense, if int a is equal to 10 if you take in the sense this is a variable we know. So this variable in the sense how you are identifying this one, this variable. So this is the data type, this is a variable name, and this is a value. So this variable is a how we are so if you need a 10 value in the sense a, so if your name is a x is your name, so that x is your identifier, like that here a is a identifier. So if you had understand, I guess, so let's see the instructions, then we can understand things. So rules, if if you are giving any identifier, spaces cannot be used. So if you are giving int a space b, or else ram Chandar, Ram space Chandar. So it won't take. If space you had given in the sense, it won't take. So only underscores will be there. Only underscores and dollar symbols can be used here. So reserved words cannot be used. So reserved, as I said, 48 reserved words and 2 non-reserved words will be there. Now this 48 reserved words we can't take as a any identifier in the sense any variable name. So if you see here, integer values cannot be used for position but can be after first character you can take. So normally integer value we can't start by the to identifier or a variable. So if you start one Rama, one Sita, it won't take. So Sita 1, Sita 2, Rama 1, Rama 2. If you start like this, it will take. So if you see here, uh, naming conventions, how it will be naming conventions I am showing here. So this one variable and my Java demo method, my